All right, so get this. We're diving deep into a fictional world.
Okay.
Built on sneaky links and like these crazy super-powered brawls.
All right.
You ready for this?
Absolutely. And you know what's really got me like totally hooked?
What?
We're pulling all of this from what's called an episode treatment.
Okay.
Basically, imagine like a movie poster crossed with a recipe for an awesome cartoon.
Yeah.
It lays out the core concept, the characters, the conflicts.
I'm with you.
Think of it as a sneak peek into the creative process.
Okay, let's unpack this episode treatment then.
Right.
It introduces us to Ken and Kev, the Sneakylink Men.
Right.
And right off the bat, their name tells us a lot, don't you think?
Yeah, it certainly sets the stage.
Right.
They're sneaky.
Yeah.
But the source material cleverly avoids defining what that means in this world.
What does it mean to be sneaky?
Right. Are they lovable rogues, secret agents, something else entirely?
Yeah.
It's left open to interpretation, which I find really engaging.
Right. It's like the writers are inviting us to like fill in the blanks. Yeah.
So we've got these self-proclaimed Sneakylink men.
Right.
They're on some kind of mission. And naturally, things get complicated.
Sure.
Enter wives.
And these aren't your typical damsels in distress. These women are proactive. They're powerful.
Powerful how?
One's blasting energy beams. The other's got this fiery aura.
Ooh.
They're not messing around.
No kidding. They walked straight out of an action movie.
Right.
But what I find really interesting is how their powers seem connected to their situation.
Okay.
Could those energy blasts be about wanting to expose the truth?
Right.
Cut through the deception?
Yeah.
And that fiery aura, it screams like anger, a refusal to be disregarded.
Yeah, I see it. It's like their powers are visual representations of their emotional states.
Right.
Their determination to confront this betrayal head on.
Yes.
And it hints at a larger system of power in the Sneakyverse, where women are forces to be reckoned with.
I like it.
Now, when these two sides finally clash, we get a taste of the Sneakyverse's combat system.
Fusion technique.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this isn't your average power-up.
But, I mean, who doesn't love a good fusion?
Exactly.
It's like the ultimate display of teamwork.
Yeah.
But with a lot more at stake here. We see Ken and Kev glowing. There's this burst of light, and boom!
Yes.
Super Sneakylink Man is born.
And that visual spectacle isn't just for show.
Right.
It raises so many questions about the lore of this world.
Like what?
Is fusion something they can do at will?
Right.
Are there risks involved?
Yeah.
What are the limits of this power?
Good questions.
This single element, the fusion technique, suggests a much deeper history, a set of rules governing how power operates in the Sneakyverse.
I like it a lot. So we've got this, like, this fusion-powered force ready to throw down.
Right.
But here's the twist.
What's that?
He doesn't just try to overpower the wives.
Right.
It's like he's playing a different game entirely.
That's what makes this story so compelling.
Right.
It subverts expectations
Okay.
instead of brute force. Yeah.
Super Sneakylink Man relies on something the treatment calls a charm offensive.
A charm offensive.
Yeah. He uses his words, his wit, to try and disarm them.
It's almost like he's fighting sneakiness with sneakiness.
Right.
Instead of another energy blast, he hits them with persuasion,
Yeah.
deflection,
Right.
maybe even a bit of manipulation.
Exactly.
Sneaky.
And this completely reframes our understanding of what it means to be sneaky in this universe.
Okay, so like, what are you thinking?
It's not just about hiding in the shadows.
Yeah.
Or being physically stealthy.
Right.
It's about cunning.
Okay.
Strategy, knowing how to use words as weapons.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Speaking of strategy, this whole face-off started because Ken and Kev were on a sneaky mission.
Right, a sneaky mission.
We know there's a mission, but the details are conveniently left out.
Sure.
What do you make of that?
Well, it wouldn't be a very sneaky mission if they told us everything, would it?
True.
That deliberate vagueness keeps the audience guessing, keeps us on the edge of our seats.
What are they after? Who assigned this mission?
Good question.
Is there some larger organization operating in the shadows of this universe?
Ooh, I like that.
It's like a breadcrumb trail of intrigue.
Okay, so we've got these larger mysteries.
Right.
High-stakes action, but then the treatment throws in these moments of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in the middle of this super-powered brawl, Ken and Kev are arguing about the finer points of their fusion technique. It's hilarious.
And it speaks to the complexity of their relationship.
Go on.
They might be these sneaky guys,
Yeah.
but they're also best friends.
Best friends.
Partners in crime. with a shared history we can only guess at.
Right.
Those little comedic moments make them feel more relatable,
Yeah.
even when their actions are morally questionable.
Right. It makes you wonder, are these guys truly bad or just misguided?
Yeah, exactly.
And then just when you think you're starting to figure them out,
Yeah.
the treatment hits us with that classic cliffhanger ending. Ken and Kev, victorious, but still on the run, head off into the night to meet their sneaky links.
Talk about an unresolved conflict.
Right.
They've won the battle, but have they won the war?
Oh.
It perfectly encapsulates the moral ambiguity of the Sneakyverse.
It's like they say, behind every great Sneakylink Man
Right.
is a couple of very confused, very powerful women.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, this ending really has me thinking.
What's that?
Did they win at all?
It's that question that elevates this whole concept beyond a simple, action comedy setup.
Right.
We're left grappling with the implications.
Okay.
Did defeating the wives actually reinforce the behavior they were fighting against?
Oh, interesting.
Is this a world where sneakiness
Right.
in all its forms is ultimately rewarded?
And let's not forget about those sneaky links.
Right.
The episode ends with Ken and Kev going to meet them. It's like, who are these mysterious figures?
Right.
What role do they play in this whole web of secrets and superpowered showdowns?
It's the ultimate cliffhanger.
Right.
And it forces us to consider the bigger picture.
Okay.
Is there a deeper purpose to these sneaky missions that even Ken and Kev might not be fully aware of?
Oh, I like that.
Are they willing participants in this game, or are they being played too?
So many questions.
Right.
This one episode treatment
I know.
has opened up a rabbit hole of possibilities.
Yeah.
You've got action, humor, relationship drama,
Right.
and this undercurrent of moral ambiguity.
It's got it all.
What's not to love?
And that's the genius of a well-crafted fictional universe.
Okay.
It invites you to explore,
Yeah.
to ask those what-ifs,
Right.
to ponder the complexities of this world,
Yeah.
and by extension, our own.
So, what does this all mean for you, dear listener? We've gone deep into the Sneakyverse, a world where charm can be a weapon and fusion leads to all sorts of trouble. But I think the real question this episode treatment leaves us with is this. What side of the sneakiness spectrum do you fall on? Food for thought, whether you're navigating the real world or just daydreaming about energy blasts and secret rendezvous. Until next time, stay curious.